Ian, when I'm out the shot, you can go.
Chris, well done.
Thank you, Ian. Oh.
Look, just how big a performance was that from your players this evening? How much of a worth ethic did it take from them? And just how big a result is it?
I thought the performance was really good, Ian. You know, I know it'll be talked about regarding the sending off and made it a little bit easier for us to dictate the game, and obviously the penalty. But I felt it was coming, Ian. I thought first half, especially, we set the game up to give us a foothold and a platform to go and win the game. I was delighted the way we played. We looked as if we had an identity. I've talked to the players about it. Maybe we've slipped a little bit. Well, of course we have because of the results. But that was us, and break off and going for it and playing well and in and out of possession. And obviously it's took the skipper to get a penalty. I was delighted with the performance, and obviously it is a big result because of obviously the length of time we've not had one of them.
After so many occasions this season where things perhaps haven't gone for you, do you feel you have got what you deserved at last?
Well, you can't feel sorry for yourself, and I know somebody just told me down there, a little bit of luck. But there's a couple of times where we've had shots and there's a tapping on and it's gone in between players as well. And so, I don't think it was a lucky performance tonight, Ian. I thought it was a really good one, a solid one in and out of possession, as I said. And we used Saturday, and it might not look a spectacular result at Bristol Rovers, but it helped. It helped the players, and certainly they used that on Saturday to take into tonight. And now, obviously, the key is to take it forward.
How do you ensure that you build on this, Chris? How do you ensure that it is that turning point, perhaps, that you've been looking for so long?
Well, we can't waste it, can we? We've been after one of those results for a long, long time. I imagine I've been boring, but I've said it all along, and the results of and me watching the performances, I think that was coming. It's we've lost so many games by the single goal, and you need to take big opportunities, and obviously we took our big opportunity tonight and kept a clean sheet as well, which I was delighted for Aaron as well. We obviously have to build on it and don't waste it. But I'm a down to earth manager. We're back in tomorrow and we're working towards a huge game for us on Sunday. But I want us to be competitive in terms of performances and results. And I think we showed tonight we are that competitive side. And I think a lot of teams that we've come up against this year would vouch for that. But the obvious fact is that we've not won for a long time, and and that is always the thing that everybody looks at, and most importantly, I do.
Sure. I mean, you talked about wanting a couple of players during this month. Is there any chance of getting somebody in before the weekend, before you play Tottenham?
I've got to say, Ian, as you can imagine, I've not really thought about that over the last 12, 24 hours. It's always working towards the next game. So that's what we'll be doing going forward.
But with almost 2 weeks into the month now, are you a bit frustrated that nothing's happened, or are you kind of relaxed about it?
Yeah, what will be, Ian. What will be.
Listen, wish you well. You played well today.
Thanks very much.
You got what you deserved. Thank you.
Mate. Take care. Bye.
You too.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Mike.
When you had a run without a win last season, you beat Spurs. You had a few glasses of wine that night. Is it going to be a bit more sedate this time round?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously the situation that everybody's in as well at the moment. That's the feeling around the country, isn't it? So it's a big win for us, for the players and the supporters. I'm delighted for think, oh, you know, I'll maybe have a glass tonight, but we're in tomorrow, and it's important. You know, I'm not being doom and gloom, but it's certainly not been an enjoyable time for everybody at the football club, players and supporters. So you know, and staff. So yeah, it's back into work tomorrow and really, you know, moving on, because we can't waste this opportunity, Mike. You know, and listen, we're still, you know, got an incredible challenge ahead of us. But if we can make it interesting, we can make it competitive, then, you know, nobody's throwing the towel in. It wasn't a white flag performance that tonight. I thought it was a really good performance, and one of a desire to go and win a football match, and no little quality, in my opinion, the way, you know, I want us to play and the way I see us playing. And I think I saw that tonight.
And I know these Premier League new protocols are kind of warning against hugging. I mean, is that a bit unrealistic when you have players who have been working extremely hard to get a win, and then they score a goal and they're asked not to kind of rein it in?
It's an emotional game, you know, as you know. So I know, obviously, we've talked before about the world was, you know, not the world, the country was looking at us tonight because of the 3 games. I understood that, but you know, it is an emotional game, you know, on the pitch and on the touchline, and it is so unnatural and unreal. But you know, it is the way it is. Everybody wants to continue with it. In football, the obvious decision will be made, you know, outside football, through government and into the Premier League. But yeah, it's, you know, how can they not? They've, you know, the teammates, and I don't see any other way that they can just walk back to the halfway line and show no emotion after what they've been through for a long period, Mike.
Thanks, Chris.
Take care, mate. Thank you.
Hi, Chris. Can you just talk me through your emotions in that stoppage time?
What, when Jaden?
Well, Jaden, but also David McGoldrick. You know, when he gave away the free kick, it really put you through the ringer there, didn't they?
I think he was just trying to wind me up, weren't they? You weren't going to make it easy for me, were they? I like the Jaden Bogle one though, when he just tried to chest it past. I was in my car, by the way, as it was going towards the goal. I was in my car off home, looking to take up another sport.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, in.
Hello there. Yeah. I was wondering, I mean, listen, I know the win is the main thing that you were after, but you must have been delighted, as you say, to have almost sort of got your team back, as it were, or the old United.
Yeah, it wasn't the backs against the wall. They've got some talented players, you know, even though they've changed it around, they've still got, you know, a really good competitive squad. But I didn't think it was a backs against the wall. You know, I've seen some of the games in this Premier League, and you wonder how the hell that team won with, you know, 80% against 20% possession and 25 shots and 3 shots. But I didn't feel as if it was that tonight. I thought we were in control, and we pushed. We defended well when we had to. We were confident on the ball, and we moved them about, and we went after a win. And yeah, there was an identity, as I said, you know, using that word quite a lot, James, but that represents what I want to see, and what we all have seen for quite a long time. You know, I do think that, you know, that we have played okay this season, and I've said all along, I think, you know, teams that we played against would be scratching their head at times, maybe thinking that how are we still on 2 points? But that's the cold facts of it, is that we were until tonight, and obviously we've added a vital 3 to that.
When you say as well that the players got that confidence back from Bristol Rovers as well, but was it just that, or was there anything that's happened during the build-up? Any reminders? Any?
No, this is the same one. I think, you know, you were on that press conference yesterday about Paul Walker, about me with the fire in the belly. You know, I've got fire in the belly regardless of what's happening. You know, I've always got that. That's my commitment to the players and the football club. And if I didn't have it, I would, like I said, I won't be doing this job. And I've always had it, and the day I don't, then it moves away. So the same messages to the players, which but they're the ones that have, how difficult has it been for them? Don't worry about me or the staff or anybody else at the football club. How difficult it's been for the main two parts of this football club, which are always the players and the supporters.
And how much of those last 5 minutes did you see? Because you seem to be facing us in the stands quite a lot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw the penalty go in, which was great. I saw Didzy's foul on I don't know who it was. I saw the free kick, and obviously Graydon Bogle's little cameo at the death when he tried to chest it past Rammers. So yeah, I saw it all. I turned around a few times, as you can imagine, and said a few words that I can't really talk about on here. But no, I mean, listen, super critical. We possibly should have dictated the game a little bit better when we got in front, but I understandable, as you can imagine. But I thought we were good. I thought Rian came on. Obviously, Billy scored. I thought Ree was good. Delighted for obviously Aaron Ramsdale, because he's coming for a lot of talk regarding him as well. So not really had an awful lot to do today, and I thought the team played in and out of possession. I really enjoyed watching the team tonight.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, pal. Well done.
Thank you, pal. Hey, Nath.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Nath.
Hi, mate. A hell of a lot to like about that performance tonight, but one thing that must have pleased you was just the confidence with which they were switching play from left to right and back again, and little balls over the top, outside of the foot flicks. That must have really pleased you, just to see that confidence on the ball again.
Yeah, it's good for the players. I thought Flex had his best game for a long time. Ollie Norwood as well, and Lundstrom. So they've all put in, performances that I expect from them, and being critical, they haven't. I think that's the top and bottom of it. And when we play like that, regardless of the opposition, I do. I enjoy watching them, and I think, as I said, we've shown that in periods of this season in games, but we've not got the desired result. And obviously, we've stuck it all together tonight, Nathan, and got that win that we were after.
Pleasing was the fact that you've been in this position before several times, where you've started well, you've been on the front foot for long periods, you haven't got that goal, and the longer the game's gone on, you've felt it drifting away. But I thought you stayed in control for most of that game today. Yeah,
no, it has been made easier, obviously down to 10 men, and we have more of the ball, and so I don't know. I think in this Premier League world now that we live in, and the decisions that get made, I thought there were two fair decisions. If I'm honest, it looked two fair decisions for the 2 yellow cards. And I've not seen the penalty, but I'm told that it's a decision that was the correct one. But the manner of the performance was decent from us, was decent, and one hopefully that we can produce more of.
Last one from me, Chris. Just what's the dressing room like today? Is it nice to walk in there? Is it much different?
I've not been in, Nath. I just want to get home to my wife. She couldn't come today because of the new protocol. So I want to get home and go and see her and have a glass of wine with her.
Well, enjoy it, Chris.
Thank you,
and congratulations once again. Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Finally, Craig. Oh.
Hey, Craig.
Hi, Chris. Chris, were you surprised by the nature in which Newcastle set up with a 5-man defence and one in front? And was that a source of encouragement?
No, from our point of view, just interesting now how we played, Craig. No, I'm not going to get involved in anything regarding anybody else's team. We have to make sure that we play in a manner that suits us. and whatever team gets put out, whatever formation we have to overcome it, and it's got, you know, it's got negatives and minuses as our formation has.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks all. Cheers.